Welcome to today's video. Today, I want to tell you a story, a real and powerful story about a girl who had big dreams, but the world told her she couldn't reach them. She failed, she cried, but she never gave up. Her name is Sarah, and maybe, just maybe, her story will give you the strength to keep going too. Sarah was born in a small village. Life there was simple. People worked hard, talked kindly, and helped each other. But opportunities were rare. Girls were usually expected to get married early, take care of the house, and forget about education. But Sarah was different. From a young age, she had a quiet dream in her heart. She wanted to become a teacher. She didn't know exactly how or where, but she knew she wanted to stand in front of children, teach them, and help them grow. Every day after school, while other children played, Sarah read borrowed books and imagined herself in a classroom of her own. People laughed when she spoke about her dream. "You, a teacher? That's not for girls like you," they said. Even some of her relatives told her to be realistic, but her mother believed in her. She would say, "If this is truly your dream, fight for it, even if the road is hard." So Sarah worked harder than anyone else in school. She studied by candlelight. She walked miles to attend extra classes. Her teachers noticed her passion and encouraged her to apply to university in the city. And at 18, with her parents' small savings and a heart full of hope, she packed her small bag and moved to the city. But nothing prepared her for how hard city life would be. The streets were loud and busy. The people seemed cold and always in a hurry. She didn't understand the fast language of her classmates. She lived in a tiny room with cracked walls and no heating. There were days when she ate only once. She missed home, the sound of her mother's voice, the smell of fresh bread, the safety of her village. Her first exams were a disaster. She failed them all. She cried for hours. Some nights, she sat by the window of her cold room, staring at the city lights and thinking, "Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I should just go back." But then, one night, she stood on the rooftop and looked up at the sky. The stars were the same ones she used to watch from her village, and in that moment she remembered why she came. She whispered to herself, "I didn't come this far to give up now." From that night on, everything changed. She started waking up early. She made a study schedule. She found free online videos to improve her English and joined a local library. She asked questions in class, even when she was scared. She met a few kind people, one girl from her class who became a good friend, and an older student who offered to help her with tough subjects. Little by little, things got better. She passed her next exam, then another. Her confidence grew. Her teachers started calling on her more often. And then, one day, a professor asked if she could tutor younger students on weekends. She was nervous, but she said yes. The first day she stood in front of a group of students, she was shaking. But the moment she started teaching, something clicked. It felt right. It felt like home. Sarah remembered why she wanted this life, not for money, not for praise, but to help others. She kept working hard, even when it was tough. She worked part-time in a bakery to pay her rent. She skipped social events to focus on her studies. She helped her classmates, volunteered in schools, and kept that quiet dream alive. And finally, after years of effort, she graduated, not just with passing marks, but as one of the top students in her class. But the story doesn't end there. Sarah decided to return to where she was needed most, to poor neighborhoods where children had big dreams, but no one to guide them. She began teaching in a small school with broken windows and no books. The kids were shy. some even scared. Many had never been told they could succeed. Sarah changed that. She looked into their eyes and said, "You are smart. You are strong. You are enough." Slowly, they started to believe her. She also started a weekend class for girls who couldn't go to school. She used her own money to buy books, pencils, and snacks. At first, only 3 girls came, then 5, then 10. Soon, her class was full. She made learning fun. She told stories, played games, and listened to their problems. She wasn't just a teacher. She was their mentor, their friend, their light. One evening after class, a little girl came up to her and said, "Miss Sarah, I want to be like you when I grow up." And at that moment, all the pain, the struggle, the lonely nights, they were worth it. Sarah didn't just change her life. She changed many lives. She gave hope to those who had none. She turned tears into strength. And all because she chose not to give up. She gave hope to those who had none. She turned tears into strength. And all because she chose not to give up. Her journey became a silent message to many that success isn't about where you start, but how far you're willing to go. Her story traveled from classroom to classroom, from heart to heart. Some called her a hero, but she always said, "I'm just someone who refused to quit." And today, when people talk about change, they remember Sarah, a village girl who once sat in the dark, dreaming with a candle, and ended up lighting the way for others. So what can we learn from Sarah's story? Dreams are never easy. Life will test you. People will doubt you. You will fall. You will cry. You may even want to quit. But the difference between those who fail and those who succeed is this: the ones who succeed stand up one more time than they fall. Sarah failed. She cried. She doubted herself, but she kept going. You can too. If you have a dream in your heart, protect it. Work for it. No matter how dark the path gets, remember, the stars still shine, and one day your story might inspire someone else to chase their own dreams. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. And always remember, your story isn't over yet.